Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Michelle. It's always a joy to hear you. And I'm absolutely fired up about being brought up to this prestigious platform of Wellness Question community by you. You have a special capability of bringing out the best of everyone just by your mere presence and your words. So, hi, girls and boys, and the young population out there. I say you young because you are all seeking knowledge and learning and investing your time right now into this 1 hour of wellness event. I'm Dr. Sushma Naik. I'm from Raipur. I'm a practicing pediatrician since last 18 years. And as a pediatrician, I welcome newborn babies into this world and I give them my care and see them grow through 14 years of life. सो आप कह सकते हैं कि मेरी ओपीडी में मैं रोते हुए बच्चों को हंसाती हूँ और हंसते हुए बच्चों को रुलाती हूँ बाय द वैक्सीन्स एंड इंजेक्शंस व्हिच आई गिव देम. So I am very, very proud of practicing pediatrics and being a very good doctor auntie to most of my kids. But how did I come into wellness? I'll take you a little back into my medical education time. We had great, grueling 5 years of MBBS studies and then 1 year of internship, of night duties and of day duties and of 36 hours duties, and then 2 years of PG, and then 2 years of super specialist PG. So, with all this medical knowledge, I was a very proud doctor and I thought I know everything about health and wellness. Till the time my own pregnancy, first pregnancy, put me up into some dilemma because I had gestational diabetes, I had oligohydramnios, I had IUGR, intrauterine growth retardation, and being a pediatrician, I never wanted that story to continue because I understood I need to give birth to a normal weight baby. At the time, Wellness Question community coach, she handhold me, she gave me an awareness about where do I lack in physical activity in my lifestyle, where do I lack in nutrition and protein score in my life and diet style, and gradually also brought in the component of positivity in thought and mind. And then I understood there is so much beyond medicine to be practiced. Being a medical doctor and practicing with kids, my first advice to the parents and the kids who were coming to me was आप घर का खाना खाइए, आपको सब कुछ घर से मिल जाएगा, आपको कुछ बाहर से खाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. But those, they were eating घर का and they were coming back to me. And I could see the problem is not solved. And then I started writing pharmaceutical preparations to support them. And they were still coming back to me. And I realized there is something missing. So when I saw the component of healthy living brought on to my own pregnancy and good outcome, I understood what is the missing link. The nutrition, the idea of wellness, the idea of practicing daily was missing. We know all, but we practice little. So I started practicing. Down some more time, my mother, she was having bilateral osteoarthritis and she was advised to get her knee replaced by a leading orthopedician of that time. And right at that time, a wellness coach suggested, why don't apply holistic principles and let us see what happens. We went for that one particular decision, and I'm so happy to tell you, my mama is still walking with those very two knees without any surgery. We avoided the cost, we avoided the post-surgery complications, we avoided the need for physiotherapy. So that is how wonderful holistic living I saw in incorporation with my medical knowledge. Medical drugs will be needed for life saving, terminally, critically ill times, or at times when you want to tide over acute conditions. You need that health care at certain points of your life. But Wellness Question community made me aware what you can do on a daily basis, practicing things for self, for family, and for friends. And as we started incorporating wellness along with medical drugs, we started getting great results. So it's been 16 years of 17 rather, because first year was my pregnancy, and next 16 years of my rich experiences with the Wellness Question community. So let me tell you how the holistic living has given me blessings in my life and how I am using it for further enhancing, enriching life of my patients. We all know the definition of health. It is not mere absence of disease. So how do we get into physical wellness? Physical wellness is something which is related with mobility, movement, right? I was not on the healthier side. I was not having any diagnosed medical condition. एंड लोग बोलते थे हमें क्यों एक्सरसाइज करना है ना, मुझे ही बोलते थे कि तुम क्यों एक्सरसाइज करना चाहते हो, ऑल इज फाइन. आई इनफैक्ट also thought कि if you are not healthier, if you are not on the higher side of the weight, you don't need to exercise. But when wellness question community put up a challenge of 30 minutes activity per day, also salad every day, also post meal walk every day, I started doing it. As I started doing it, I could immediately judge within a day, within a week, my body was responding differently. I was more brighter, firmer, I was more disciplined, I was more productive, I was more happy. All that was being translated into good mind, happy mind. So the physical wellness which I experienced through WQ challenges led into mental wellness. And I could plan my day better and I could transfer all those vibes to everybody around me. So, mental wellness. What do you mean by mental wellness? Mental wellness is not just mere absence of depression or mere absence of anxiety. Good by mind means what do you feel when you think of yourself as a person? What do you feel when you think about any other person? How did my mental wellness got enhanced with the wellness question community was through the books, the positive self language which my wellness coach introduced me to. What were the books which I read? I was into Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, and I will tell you, it has deeply enhanced my relationship with everybody around me, with my kids, with my spouse, with my family, with my in laws. I have read five love languages and have started speaking that language with my patients, with my parents of patients, with my family, and it has brought tremendous results. I have read what to talk to yourself, what to say to yourself when you talk to yourself, right? We all the time keep talking to ourselves. Just sit back and realize and analyze what is the language which you are speaking to yourself. Are you speaking good or are you just lamenting, blaming, complaining? You will be the best judge of your own language, right? Do you say to your kid, you are a champion, you are my laddu peda, that is what I call my Arush. And actually, I asked you, what is one word which I tell you when you feel good? He said, you say me na laddu peda. And I immediately realized, oh, that is having that an impact. He feels very good with that laddu peda. You are my hero, you are my sweet boy, you are a hard worker, you are a compassionate kid. That language came only because I heard one of wellness practitioners practicing that language. Do you say to your spouse, I need you, I love you, I'm sorry, when the time actually is there to say that? And I'm proud of you. How many times have you spoken this to your spouse or to your in laws or to your mom or to your dad? We take them for granted many a times, right? That language gives you the mental wellness. So, physical wellness, mental wellness. What about emotional wellness? We are always up and down with multiple emotions. Do you have any emotional release point? Many times we cannot even speak about some things to our best friends. If you have a friend, great. If you have a best, true, real friend with whom you communicate on a daily basis, you must have one anywhere in the community, outside the community, in the family. But many a times, limiting factor is we cannot talk with them with whole heart opened. I opened my heart to my wellness coach. The first wellness coach is Suman Rao, my own sister, and the second wellness coach of mine is Nidhi Gupta. I have no bridges between her and me. She is so transparent, she's so helping, all the time ready to listen to me and gives me a direction. Many a times we are not able to understand ourselves, even though we might be very mature, very good persons, quite capable of understanding others and self, but still there are at times blind spots which need to be opened up, right? So Nidhi Gupta is my wellness coach who actually gives me direction in difficult times. Who is your emotional wellness companion? You have to find one, because just remaining physically fit and just remaining mentally fit is not all the game. You have to learn to be very very discreet and very disciplined with your emotions too, to bring out the best of life. What about spiritual wellness? Girish and Shushma, whenever hear that name, the image which comes in my mind is of a couple meditating, doing yoga, teaching other people goodness of yoga around them. Wellness means what does a person think about you when they hear your name? It is not about your own being. It is what does that person think about you? Does your mentioning of name brings out a smile onto their face? Do they feel that's a pride and joy to know this couple, know this person? It is that very thing with Michelle, with Girish and Shushma for me. I feel myself well because that same component somebody has communicated to me. आपके बारे में सुन के, आपके बारे में आपसे बात करके, आपके पोस्ट देख के अच्छा लगता है. That is spiritual wellness. Being one with self, being one with God, being able to realize true potential of yourself, along with extracting the goodness of all those that are available in your vicinity, right? You can be anyone who might be believing or not believing. That is what I have learned from another great wellness companion, Indian, who has been telling us that God or universe is the same thing. Be one with universe and you will be blessed abundantly. Is that spiritual component existing in your world, in your words, in your life? Make out time for that, right? So I talked about physical. I'll keep repeating: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social well-being. What is society? मुझे छोड़ के बाकी सारा कुछ society है, right? How do I impact my society? Yeah, being a doctor, I can impact my society very well. I can give health talks and I can do camps and I can spread out that word. But as a person, how do I impact my family? How do I impact my neighborhood? How do I impact my social brand? How do I impact my world around? So, coming to social brand, what do we see? I felt very intimidated earlier by seeing the Facebook profile. Luxurious vacations on display, all the birthdays, celebrations at costliest places on display. I thought, what is social wellness? Is it just being about displaying your high life, high social profile? No. For me, it is impacting one person gain up a good habit, because I displayed my picture of detox water, because I displayed my picture of doing exercise, because I displayed one picture of doing an online Garba with the wellness question community. Why? Because last 2 years were very isolated and very secluded for us. But we had social wellness. We need to interact with the society for our entertainment, for our knowledge experience, for our multiple things. Social branding helped me to flow out good things, and I am able to impact many. When people come back and tell, your one post changed me, your one post changed my lifestyle, changed my habit, and why not display those very great results again back on social media to inspire many people? Social wellness is how many people are feeling better to live in this society because of you. Understand? So that word social wellness is not mere displaying of your luxuries. It is actually displaying of what goodness you can give out to the society, impacting one and one and one more and one more and one more. That way it goes. What about financial wellness? Financial wellness, अगर आपने सारे पोटेंशियल्स ये सारे के सारे इनकॉर्पोरेट कर लिए तो क्या होगा? You will use best of your potential and you will be blessed financially, because you don't invest your time as such for free. Investment in any particular expertise where you are putting in your time, putting in your efforts, will be suitably charged. Wellness Question community suitably provides good services. You just heard about the exercise, about the yoga session. We cook together, we dance together. Some of the services are complimentary and some of the services are wonderfully, suitably, appropriately charged. When you compare them with others, I actually really feel very, very good value for my money at the Wellness Question community. Whatever I have invested to my wellness coach, I have actually rewarded them a very little. Whatever I receive as a wellness coach is actually very little in terms of money, but it is limitless in terms of blessings and in terms of people I'm impacting. That is the real reward. फाइनेंसेस भी आते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको फाइनेंसेस नहीं आएंगे, बिकॉज आप टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, एफर्ट्स इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. यू विल डेफिनेटली बी रिवॉर्डेड विद सूटेबल मनी ऑल्सो. You will understand and you will know more about the financial rewards once you go for the financial wisdom associated with the community. So this is in nutshell, what do you feel about wellness? Wellness is not just being out of the hospital, out of doctor's clinic and just sitting there without any disease. It is every aspect of your life and everything is correlated. Everything is a composite picture. So I will just tell you that this experience has really, this community has really given me so beautiful experiences and so beautiful thoughts that I find it very, very good and effective. The simple, doable, workable practices of holistic living being advocated by Wellness Question community can be very nicely understood through your coach. Get in touch with the person who has invited you here and understand a whole lot. Give some time to understand what just one event will not be enough. Just one interaction will not be enough. Open up your mind, bring up your doubts, bring up your questions, see things for yourself, judge for yourself, and submit to your coach. Coach is one who can actually take you to a clearer vision and a very, very good impression of what are the right and what are the wrong things, right? And काल करे सो आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होएगी, बहुरी करेगा कब. This is a favorite Kabir ka doha, which I keep telling to myself because being human, we are very, very lazy and we keep to tend postponing things. Sit back, have a very Shubh Dipavali. But what is Shubh? Shubh is everything auspicious.